Good morning everybody and welcome to today's golf drills in the garden. This week we're talking about sloping lies and yesterday we talked about the downhill lie, which I think is a really tricky one. This is my other trickiest lie for me. Maybe it's because I'm 6'4" and I struggle to get down to the ball anyway, but ball below the feet I think is a really tricky one because it's one of the hardest ones again to retain your balance during the swing. And that's the key to this again, is you've got to find the perfect balance point. Now obviously because the ball is below your feet, it's further away from you. So what you have to do is to bend over further from your hips to create a bigger angle to get down to the ball. Now with any club in golf, as the club gets shorter, going from driver down to sand iron, you have to bend over further. Now the more you bend over, the more your shoulders go forward. So therefore your hips have to go back. The two counter each other so that the weight remains perfectly through the middle of your feet. So we don't want you sinking back into your heels. We don't want you going over into a top heavy position. So you're trying to still feel the weight is perfectly through the center of your feet, through the balls of your feet, as you increase this angle in your spine. If it gets a very extreme slope and you're bending far more than you would even for a normal sand iron shot to reach the ball, you might then even find that you've gone too top heavy, and you might even feel you have to increase your knee flex a little bit to help you get down to the ball here. Now one of the great things that you can do, you used to see Seve Ballesteros doing this a lot, is to have some practice swings to feel the different shape of swing that this increased angle is giving you, to give you a feel for your new shape of swing. So you'll definitely feel that with this very much bigger angle in your spine, that's going to produce a more vertical and more upright swing. So you can have some swings back and through, and again just make sure that you're trying to clip the ground. If you're managing to clip the ground, you know you've created roughly the right angle in your swing to get into the back of the ball. Now because the swing is more upright, steeper, it's going to be inclined to give you a shot that goes slightly left to right in the air. So don't try and fight that, just allow for it and aim maybe to the left edge of the green or the left side of your target. The other thing to consider with this is that because you are in a much bigger body angle, it puts your hips in a more restricted position. So it's much harder to make a full swing. That's why our swing with a sand iron is shorter than our swing with a driver, because of the restrictions from having a bigger angle in your spine. So I would recommend, rather than trying to force the shot, if you force the shot, you're likely to go out of balance, let the hands and arms overtake and do more work than the body, and then you're inclined to even get hook shots where the club face just wraps over because the body hasn't turned through. So maybe just take one club extra, make a nice controlled 3/4 swing where you're retaining your balance and you're really making sure your body works all the way through to the end of the golf swing, keeping everything knitted together. But practice swings are the key to find the perfect balance point, find the correct angles so you can make that nice clip on the ground. So have fun practicing that, and I'll see you tomorrow.